Hold on, let me help you out. You can go? All right, hold on for the nail. Good? Okay, wait.
Come on up.
We'll go.
Every shot you needed?
Yep.
All right, go ahead. Let somebody else get a shot.
This is another time that I've been on a diesel train.
Yeah?
Yeah, I once went here. And I once went to the Museum of Science and Industry.
Alright, we are here at engine 98, which is the F59PH.
And I went on the Pioneers F59.
Cool.
Look at this.
Really?
It's cool.
Well, now you're here.
Here's the view right here of the...
You want to sit at the... You can.
Here, right here's the
can
view.
sit.
Oh, Bud, you can sit down. You want to sit?
Sit down.
Want to sit, Bud?
Somebody else can sit up. Hold on.
So here's the view right here. Train right here. We got the buttons here. The valve. There's the view outside. Here, the cab view. We're gonna head to the back of the engine. Yes, this is my voice rebel, so we have a camera right here. Oh man, it's hot in here. Alright, well this is what the engine of an F59PH is like. We just want to know what the inside of this train looks like.
This diesel engine is 4
It's made out of iron. First time I seen this. This is F59PH 98. I did catch this engine a couple times when I was leading inbound and outbound trains here. Because I caught this here at the River Grove in Edgebrook. Alright, now we're heading towards the coach cars right here. We're gonna watch our steps here.
How y'all doing?
I'm good. Sorry, I didn't mean to get you on video. Alright, here's the coach cars here. Man, it's been a long time I've been in here. Here's the view right here. You can see Rail Brothers Productions and the other rail fanners in there. So this is what the inside of the Metro train looks like. And then upstairs, right here, is the top out here. There's where you put your baggages. Here's the other side here. It's exactly the same thing.
And so, what happens when we unhypnotize the balloon? Sorry, buddy, you did your job.
Alright, so here's this other view of the coach car. Why I keep saying the cab car, right? So we got a I'm sorry. Sorry about that. Here's the upstairs of the view right here. Just sit down here when you take the train to Chicago or anywhere you're planning to go. And I believe this is the exit right here. Alright, now we're heading towards Canadian Pacific. This is 8150 right here. You can watch this one out here as well. And this is train right here. Alright, so this is the Canadian Pacific Locomotive. And here Dan is doing some goofy stuff here.
Got a sweet view right here.
Hey, imagine I turned on the Graham E-Bell in here. That would be hilarious. But and right here, the Canadian Pacific right here. We're heading towards the BRC one here, which I caught a couple days ago at River Grove. Here's the Canadian Pacific train right here. Here's the Beaver logo here. And met someone here, so. Alright, I'll pause my camera here when we go to the BRC. We are going to the BRC right now. So, here we are at the BRC Locomotive. Here's the one I caught at River Grove a couple days ago. I wonder if there's an eastbound freight because the light there by edge of it is green. I think we're meeting up with Real Brothers Productions again, which I'm right behind them. I don't know if they saw me.
Hello.
There you are. Hey, I'm Real Fander Guy 13.
This is the Locomotive 5 with the oldest control system. And I have a Daze.
Yeah.
I think the F40 has been
I think this one was been here a few times. I think I saw older videos in the railroad days when this was here.
Yeah, but it's been a while. That's all I know.
Because I caught this at a River Grove like a couple days ago, and Juju also caught it. Yeah. So here's the front of the signal by Ruby Street right here, which is facing the CP yard, which was the former Milwaukee Road. Alright, time to step down. You know, watch your steps, you know. Head to the front of the locomotive. Alright, here's the front view of this right here. And I think maybe that's it for now for the view. Alright, looks like we got some HO scales. We got a Sioux engine right here. And we got a Chicago Northwestern right here. Let's get some HO action going on here. We got a Chicago Northwestern right here, which I mean, it kind of looks like Chicago. Yeah, it is Chicago Northwestern. Some good action there. God bless America for that. Here's the Milwaukee Road caboose. Alright, we got an eastbound stand here coming. Alright, looks like we got an eastbound here coming.
Okay, what you got your foot on next to there, that's the dead man pedal. The engineer lets his foot off that, or if they find he's putting a weight on that to hold it down, he gets fired. If he takes his foot off while the train's running, it's going to stop the train. Okay, and this is another version of that called positive train control, and that would turn off the train too if he's not doing the right thing, or somehow they sense whether he's in control or not. How do they monitor the engineer on this? To know.
He puts his license number on it.
Right, but does it sense something about the engineer to know that the engineer's?
Yeah, that's also a safety device that if the engineer doesn't, after a few seconds, if he doesn't tap on that yellow button, it's like telling the engine there's nobody at the controls.
So that activates the positive train control. Is that right?
No.
Well, how is the PTC activated then?
It's activated by him putting in his license number in there, plus how many cars we got on the back.
Yeah.
He's got to put in the engine number on there, and then PTC goes active as soon as he does all that.
So it senses if, like, suppose the last car got derailed, but it's still being dragged along. Does the PTC somehow sense that?
I don't think it does.
Oh, really?
All the PTC is there for is just to stop the train if the engineer doesn't respond to a red signal or slowing down at certain speed restrictions and curves.
Okay.
Or if there's men and equipment on the rail.
Gotcha.
That's what the PTC is there, just to stop the train if the engineer doesn't respond.
So PTC is like positive train control, right?
That's right. Cost a lot of money to get that in.
I know, especially with the F40s and stuff.
Mandated by law now. You gotta every railroad has to have PTC.
So
Big bucks.
right here, this is controlled by the bell, basically, right?
Yeah. I don't think.
Which is, I don't think it's on.
What's that?
You
The
don't
bell's
want
not on.
Don't. Okay.
Yeah, that's all deactivated.
Yeah.
So
Okay, and these are pretty obvious. This is the throttle.
which
Okay.
will make the
These
speed
here
go faster.
are the brakes, which will tell you how much you're applying. Right now, it's in release, and I'm not sure how this relates to it all. But it can set the brake for either freight or passenger. And then you know about these.
Yeah, it's
That's
like
the main reservoir that's holding right now about 135 pounds. And the reservoir for the brakes, it's at 0 right now because nothing's really working, but the emergency is on. And then this is that's the reservoir within the locomotive. These are the brake cylinders, and then white is the brake pipe indicating what the pressure is on the pipe coming out the back end of the locomotive that goes to the rest of the string of cars or other locomotives or both. And that's right now set at about